Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to discuss about accounts of banking companies. Before going to the accounts of banking companies, first of all we have to know what is banking. That means what is a bank, what are the functions of a bank, and just go to the meaning of a bank. So let's move on. Again, good morning, have a nice day, and again, we have to discuss about a bank. A bank is a financial institution where customers can save or borrow and save and borrow money. Okay, then customers put their money for safekeeping. That means customers put their money in bank for safekeeping, and also banks may provide or banks may give loans to customers. An agreement to pay money back to the bank at later with the with an interest. Okay, that means there are mainly two major functions in a bank. That means a bank is a financial institution. It acts as an intermediary, and there are mainly two major functions. That is accepting deposits and lending money. That means accepting deposits and lending money. I think you got about bank, meaning about bank. Okay, then what is banking, and it will be described, and the correct definition is given by our Banking Regulation Act 1949. In India, banking companies are governed by the Banking Regulation Act. Banking functions, that means banking companies are governed by the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Section 5B of the Banking Regulation Act defines banking as the accepting for the purpose of lending or investments of deposits of money from the public. That means just again listen to the voice. The accepting for the purpose, accepting money for the purpose of lending. Then next, or investment of deposits of money from public. That means deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand, and it should be repayable to the public on their demand. When they are demanding their money, the bank have to repay the amount by check or draft or any other such type of instruments. Okay, so the definition provided by the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Again, I am just saying the definition. Banking Regulation Act. In India, banking companies are governed by the Banking Regulation Act. As per Banking Regulation Act 1949, Section 5B defines banking as the accepting for the purpose of lending or investments of deposits of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise withdrawable by check, draft, order or otherwise. Okay, so here we discussed a meaning and definition. So in short, we generally or shortly we can say a banking company is a company which carries on the business of banking. A banking company is a company which carries on the business of banking. Okay, then next, sources of income and revenue. Expenses, that means what are the major sources of income of a bank and what are the expenses in a bank. So first we have to discuss about the sources of income of a bank. First, interest on loans. What are the income sources of bank? Interest on loans and overdraft. Bank will get interest on loans, or if they are lending money to the public, they will get interest from the public, or from overdraft, or any such type of loans. They will get, that means the banking institutions will get interest on loans. And discount on bills. Discount, I think you guys will study it in plus 2 standard, that is discounting of bills. What is discounting of bills? And next, dividend and interest on its own investment. A bank has also some investments, and they will get dividends and interest from their investments. Then profit on exchange, overseas exchange transactions. That means currency exchange, that means profit by currency exchange transactions. Then fifth one, commission on transfer of funds and issue of bank draft and charges for various services rendered. Banks are providing various services to its customers, so they will the customers have to pay some fee as for the services rendered by the banks. So these are the major sources of income. And we have to discuss about the revenue expenses. Okay, firstly we discussed the meaning and definition, then sources of income of bank, and here revenue expenses. Okay, revenue expenses means what are the major expenses that have to be made by the bank, or to be incurred in a bank. That means interest on, first one, expenses of bank, that is interest on deposits. Interest on deposits, we all know that, we know that interest on deposits, there are so many types of deposits. So the bank have to provide a fixed sum of money as interest to the customers, that is interest on deposits. Then general expenses, there are a lot of expenses regarding the management and working of the banking institutions, that is general expenses of management. Okay, first one interest on deposits, and second one general expenses of management, and third one maintenance of premises and equipments. And maintaining the equipments is not a simple task, so there are some costs also. So the bank have to provide some money for the such type of activities, that means maintaining their premises and equipments means what? All the equipments in the banking company, that it may be its furniture or its other such type of things. Okay, then last one, tax section. So tax, I know, you know what is tax. Okay, the bank have to pay, the banking institution have to pay tax on the basis of their income. So revenue expenses include interest on deposits and general expenses of management, maintenance of premises and equipments, and taxation. Okay, so we covered two area, meaning and definition, and also sources of income and revenue expenses. I think you guys got the clear idea about these two areas. Okay, thank you all.